humble servant here, King James. As we look to get started tonight, I have the opportunity to be your host, your presenter, your time travel back as I bring up some memories, have a discussion, and do a little bit different this evening. As some of you may or may not be aware, that this is our last presentation. Initially, we thought about extending, but after great consideration, different set of team members and voicing their thoughts and their opinions, we have come together and we have decided that this will be the last presentation in our 60-day run. We have had a great 60 days with numerous ups and downs, way more ups and downs, few technical difficulties, of course. That's what I mean by down. But before I just jump right into hosting, presenting, and doing whatever I feel to do this evening, I want us to just have about 30 seconds, because some individuals and some family members of ours have moved on or have went on to greener pastures, as some would say. We do have some individuals that have been dear to us. I don't necessarily need to call names. What I do want to do necessary, that's needed, is to pay respect and give a moment of quiet on our last call, and for us to reflect on having life and appreciating life and asking the Lord to bless those who are not here with us at this appointed time. So we can just have a 30 seconds of silence and deep thought. Now. Let's go. Thank you, Jesus. All right, friends. It's always important to pay respects, and some of our great family members have, unfortunately, no longer walking the earth with us, but definitely, I believe, is watching over us. I am excited to share with you and remind you of how far we have come. I have seen tremendous growth throughout this entire 60 days. This 60-day run was a planned 60-day run, and I'm not necessarily sad that it's ending, but I'm happy about what it is starting. So we may have ended our consecutive run of 60 days, non-stop presentation, back to back, day to day, day after day, day after day, night after night. And what that has done for me, I believe personally, is to show us, and definitely show me, the individuals that's wrong, ready, and willing to rise to the occasion. I believe that we have the greatest opportunity in front of us, especially in this particular COVID period, in which we decided, because of social distancing, to engage and put together this entire run, where we'll engage persons, where we'll send out a strong message that we are here. This last 60 days have done a lot for individuals, and I am telling you, it is just the start. Some people have come out of their shell. Some people have positioned themselves to be called upon. And some people, we are going to yank you still if you think that that is it. I'm saying to you, reason to get excited is because of what you're going to do now. The opportunity now is for us to follow up. So we had a long exposure time, and now it's time to follow up. The sanctions or the restrictions of COVID is starting to be eased up, and we're expecting more and more freedom. Right now, we can meet in groups of 5. So here's my humble suggestion. The person that you would have invited, the person that would have seen this presentation, go meet with them. Sit in their home and expose them to the next step. The person that got started, that was intelligent enough to take that start, that jump, that step, go meet with them. Expose them more to the back office, spend some time with them, have conversation with them about them empowering someone else and sharing this message of care that we have to deliver. That is what I'm asking of you this night. Let this night be the start of your business, because there's a lot of exciting things that I want to discuss this evening. And it's not just about me alone. I'm even going to open up the opportunity to every single person who have opened their voice throughout this session to share just maybe a minute with us to say how they feel. Well, let me be careful, because I can't give certain people a minute to say how they feel. So I'll have to direct what I want to be shared and what I want to be said by certain individuals so we can stay on track. But nevertheless, I am saying to you that you need to give yourself a round of applause. In your house, in your home right now, if you are with us right now, you need to give yourself a round of applause for being a part of this organization, First Step, for being one that was smart enough to attend as many calls as possible, for being one that participated on the calls, and for being an individual that brought guests to the call. Give yourself a round of applause because you deserve it. But here's where you're going to get a standing ovation. You're going to get a standing O when you make sure someone else that you help get involved, get someone else involved. You see, when you take it that next step, it's easy. Okay, you got somebody involved, you got somebody started. You could probably go and sit down with someone else who you have got started. No problem. The next step is to help them get one and to pass on this message. What message am I talking about? Let me share with you shortly. This message that I want to share with you this evening. If the host would allow me to share my screen when they get an opportunity. This message I want to share with you is to show you what this whole One Academy, One Life opportunity is all about. You see me with my little shirt and tie on here tonight. And it's because it's day 60. My wife said, listen, don't look like that. Put on something and represent the last day, please. I said, no problem, darling. Imagine I was going to put it on for Latam, and how could I not want to put it on for my peoples, for my family? So I said, no problem, sweetheart. I'll get my act together. So I went in and put on my shirt and tie to address you as you deserve to be addressed, my dear colleagues. And Sarah, could you please either make me the host or allow share screen, please? I'm not able to share my screen. Thank you. Sorry about that. So it allowed me, while I'm putting on my shirt and I'm putting on my jacket, I said, long time. It have not been 60 days because unfortunately I've been out the house maybe 2-3 times where I had to put on my suit to go to some special meetings that we're having, where we're organizing some something huge and could be very beneficial for our community. Let's trust the Lord and see how that goes. But I put it on and I sat down and I said, I don't know if I could get accustomed to this. I miss the social activity. And I'm saying, look at how a situation can come and upend humans' lives. And this financial situation that has already occurred in 2008 is what came and upended people's life. But with that upend became a new situation or a new normal, as some would call it now, because that's the slang. Everybody's talking about the new normal, the new normal. No problem. But a crisis always brings something new. No matter the crisis, there's always something new, some sort of solution, some sort of opportunity, something that was not there before comes about when a crisis occurred. And the financial crisis that happened in 2008 that upended, hurt, and annoyed some people in their life is why we are even here talking today about this financial education. That is the truth. That financial crisis that I'm speaking to you about, my friends, was the release of and the birth of Bitcoin and this white paper that's in front of you. This electronic cash system released by an anonymous name. Nobody knows who the Satoshi Nakamoto is. They have no idea it's an Asian person. If it's a group of people, if it's a woman, nobody knows. I remember I saw one of the best t-shirts possible. On the t-shirt it says Satoshi Nakamoto is black. And I loved, I was rolling on the floor when I saw that, because it's just thought-provoking and it just jolts you into reality that this whole Bitcoin opportunity that is here today and is going nowhere with the crypto and blockchain elements that has brought into play was because of a crisis. A crisis that we are currently facing right now. What is this bringing? And if you are part of this opportunity already, if you are new to this opportunity, my friends, I'm letting you know this crisis has brought you the opportunity to understand more so you can do more. So you can position yourself. That is what the crisis has allowed you to do. This is not the normal type of crisis. This one allows you to be able to do some introspection, retrospection, fall back and analyze, spend time that you normally say you don't have time to do. Learning, reading, growing, if you wanted to be productive. It have some people that would have spent this time in their homes, and the way they went into the house, locked in or quarantined, they're leaving the same way. Be proud that you have decided to rise to the occasion and learn and do more. So I get to presenting a little bit, not long. It's just some key elements that I need you to understand. Key element is, what is cryptocurrency? This Bitcoin being the first cryptocurrency was birthed out of a crisis because there was a solution that people needed, a solution to a problem that exists. And the problem is what we know as cash. It don't work properly. There's issues with it. And this peer-to-peer electronics, so a digital cash system that was birthed, came to avoid pitfalls of the monetary systems that we are normally facing. To make payments without a so-called trusted third party. Friends, this whole situation here that's explained in the white paper with block and block, you see the word block, this blockchain, this proof of work, this is it. This little piece of white paper, the PDF that's online, that was released in 2008, changed the way that we are living today. Information, something for you to read. You tell me you're not interested in reading? Look what somebody who read this in 2008 and understood it and got involved in it. Do you know how they're living today? So you're in 2020, the year of vision, the year of 2020. I could see clearly now. The rain is, no, really, do you? You know, they say that 2020 is the best eyesight and all these things. The late great Patrick Manning in 2010, he couldn't stop talking about 2020. Prior to 2010, he couldn't stop talking about 2020. 2020 is here. Two decades ago, 1 decade ago, what vision was put in place then that we can see has been fulfilled? What thoughts, what ideas, what concepts did Mr. Manning had at that time that was not taken up, that was looked down upon, seems like most brilliant ideas now? Why do I bring this up? Because I'm asking you not to look this gift that we have called cryptocurrency, the fintech industry, blockchain technology. Don't look at it and do nothing. Do not choose to misunderstand it. Please decide to join our global community. Please decide to increase the quality of your life. Please understand we only desire to give you equal access to practical and relevant financial education. All we want to do is stir you up so a natural educational evolution will take place. That's what we desire. We desire economic growth and new market opportunities. That's the mission that we as One Life members are on. In this mission, many try to throw us off because this type of mission requires a level of focus and requires a level of tenacity, because this type of mission is life-shaping and changing. This is epic. This will not happen again. There's no remake, there's no remix, there's no opportunity to change this, my friends. So I am saying to you, the world of crypto is necessary for many, many key reasons. We have a population of 2.5 billion people on bank. We have the Western Union, MoneyGram, what's known as remittances situation to deal with, where we are tired of paying 33 and a third percent to pay people to send a text message that you can send yourself. Where global trade is not fair, it is uneven. Where protecting your income is impossible because you don't know what the word inflation really means, because they hide the word deflation. Where you have lack of understanding that fiat currency, the paper currency, the money system that we are accustomed to, that we live with, is guaranteed to lose value every single year, if not almost every month. Guaranteed. You were able to, my friends, in this opportunity in the last 60 days, you were able to see this US national debt clock. You were able to see when we started this, and I first showed this, or Ivan Mark or Alvin Morton or whichever the presenters used this debt clock at that time. You saw this was at 22 or about to turn 23, somewhere close to that. But let's say 23 trillion. It is now at a remarkable, unbelievable, ridiculous 25 trillion. And if you don't know what a trillion look like, look back at some of the replays that we have either on the YouTube channel or on the Facebook page. We showed and we demonstrated what a trillion looked like. You see some of these other numbers here that just makes absolutely no sense. But in different presentations, you can find persons that was explaining what some of these numbers means, my friends. What I can tell you, something is wrong. something is wrong. And if you understand that something is wrong, you ought to make a change or want to do something different. That's all I'm here to tell you tonight. All I'm here to tell you tonight, friends, is that this cryptocurrency that has been introduced to our life with blockchain technology, which is considered to be the internet of trust, the internet of value, because this very same internet that you're viewing me on has changed your life. And could you imagine COVID without it? Could you imagine having to be quarantined without the internet? You cannot. I'm letting you know, if you cannot think about this COVID situation without the internet, what do you think your grandchild or your child that will become 20, 30, who might be 10 today, but 30, 20 years from now, and they have their child, do you know this paper currency, they cannot think about what it used to be to live with this, because the digital economy is the only progression of life they would understand. It's a natural progression that we experience now, but for them, it wouldn't be an experience, it'd be what they live in. So when there was swine flu, chicken flu, bird flu, all these different type of terms, it's not the first time the world has experienced quarantine. When we had those quarantine at those times, there was no internet. How did they make it? Make it, they did. I share that with you to let you know that this education we offer is way deeper than you think. It is only about awakening your senses, opening Pandora's box, and allowing your mind that was trapped to be free, and free indeed, so you can see the situation clearly in 2020. See the situation clearly. Friends, no one is going to give you the definition of cryptocurrency in such an elementary way for you to understand it. That's what we provide. I'm going to let you know that there's a protocol that allows the validation of transactions without the need of a third party, such as banks, credit card companies, and escrow agents. It's drastically reduced transaction costs. It avoids pitfalls in monetary systems. What is the pitfall, you may ask? No, I told you wouldn't. Let me show you. This is the fall. This guarantee of loss. Whether it's US, pound, euro. Whether it's Trinidad and Tobago dollars or not, loss. Friends, this cryptocurrency, this blockchain technology, this opportunity of using money and seeing it rise in value is here today. We are not accustomed to it. We are not accustomed to using money and allowing it to rise in value. Cliff shared a thought with me, a thought that we have both had conversations on, a thought that I had in my mind, he have in his mind, and I know other people are thinking about it. A lot of people talking about market capitalization and this. Could you imagine the US debt going in reverse? Not possible. But cryptocurrency has the opportunity to do this in reverse. I'll leave it with you. I'll leave that with you. Ponder on that. We are accustomed to debt going up because of how the financial system is. Cryptocurrency would allow this to go in reverse. Riddle me that. That's a heavy food for thought. But how come it's able to do that? Because it's going to avoid the pitfall. Because it's going to increase based on usability. It's going to avoid escrow agents or third parties. And it's going to be done with trust of a technology. The same way you trust when you turn on your computer that it was going to work. The same way you trust when you clicked on this link that you was going to log on. The same way you're viewing me tonight. That's blockchain, friends. It's going to bring trust to you. It's going to be a second uncommon place. The same way you expect when you flick your light, once your light bill has been paid for the light to come on. When Mr. Edison was flicking lights, there was no guarantee that that light came on. It's through trial and process and failure that we live and enjoy the light switch today. I'm saying to you that this process of this crypto world, this process of the blockchain technology, it's a world that our families are going to live in because you are making a brave step to do what? Understand it, appreciate it, and push it. But we can only push it if we work together. So this blockchain technology, what is it? It's a digital technology that records and verifies the transaction. Simple, from point A to point B. And the little distance between that it covers, that's the technology, my friends, that will not allow you to manipulate or create any fraud, duplicity, or forgery, because it has protocols that authenticate, validate, and store information in consistent, unbroken sequences. Wow. Hence the reason why it's cost efficient. That's how simple it is. That's how simple it is. So with that being said, I want to allow some persons to share with me as many as we can get on. So I ask if you're called upon for you to take a minute and share with the persons why you are excited about this opportunity and how was it that it opened up your mind. Yes, you could even be as honest and say, hey, I saw a way that I could get rich. And then I realized it's not getting rich, I'm going to get wealthy. Because the people who came for the riches are gone. The people who are here for wealth are still here. And I'm saying to you that these individuals that's going to open their mics, you have been hearing from them night after night after night. Some I would have wished you would have heard a lot more of, but we're going to put things in place for another appointed time. I have some exciting news to speak to you about regarding something I was speaking with Mr. Alden Morton just last night that we will look to put in place for those who are interested. We just have to work out the details, but because of this process, this opportunity was birthed where you can join and we could become part of a whole Toastmaster club designed for one life specifically, where we could have presenters going through a process of speaking. So even if you did not have a chance to open your mouth over the last 60 days because of whatever fear of presenting or speaking to people, we're going to take that away. I told you, we're really about education. We're really about development and personal growth. We are all about that, my friends. Becoming part of One Life did not our mission say to you is going to increase the quality of your life. Don't take that lightly. Do not take that lightly. So I want to just offer 1-2 opportunities. Yes, Toastmasters, yes. we're gonna find out how we're gonna label it, how we're gonna call it. We're gonna get a little bit more to it, but definitely don't take it lightly. I'm gonna call randomly individuals. I'm not gonna go by rank and profile like I normally do, but I saw Sherry Ann. Could you allow me to unmute? Could you make me host? Let me be able to mute and unmute people. So that way if they're talking a little long and I mute them, they understand. Okay, I'm joking. Maybe I'm not. But definitely, I'm calling on Sherry Ann to just say to the people, why One Life? And a bite size in a minute. Has it done anything for you? If anything at all. Sirili Ali, could you pass the host responsibilities, please? As the technical staff get their self together, in the meantime, in between time, Ms. Muriel Zama, I know a minute is a challenge for you being a UE lecturer and professor and world-renowned traveler and one of the most exciting go-getters I've ever seen in my life. You, my dear, I admire, I kid you not. But with all your degrees, that's like a thermometer. I love when you say that. With all your degrees, that's higher and hotter than a thermometer. Why has this one life opportunity grabbed your attention, my dear? Little internet trouble. All right,
Are you hearing me?
I guess no, I can hear you.
Very well. You know, this opportunity, although I resisted, I recognized that I was going to be part of a reset. The world is going in this direction, and I did not want to be left behind. The opportunity has opened my eyes. I lecture, yes, at the highest level, but some of the very basic things that were in the One Academy, I didn't know. Quantitative easing, etc. I didn't know. And this business, this training, this One Academy opened my eyes, took the veil from my eyes, and set me on course to see a future. What I've benefited, apart from relationships, apart from the view of creating legacy, there are small things, big things, having been able to go on the platform, buy certain goods and services, having traveled different parts of the world, and use my currency at these junctures, whether it's Vietnam or Norway or France or wherever we went, to see that I could have spent my money, my crypto. This business is beyond. Yes, I'm in it as hard, but I'm going to yield to anybody else to come after me because the business knows no bounds. It is us to be the one, us to position ourselves to be legends, to take this business to the next level.
Thank you, darling. And I firmly agree with you. And as is you, you're going to have more than a minute. If it was somebody else, I would cut them off immediately. But as is you, what I would tell you, I look forward to seeing you with us in Romania, and you will be on my bowling team. I am telling you that. I am picking you to be on my bowling team.
So I know I'm fighting in Vietnam, but I'm ready for the challenge.
Hello. I tell you, I'm taking you under my wing. You're going to be on the winning squad. That's the important part. No matter what score you bring, we winning. That's the important part. So
I'm on the winning team.
That's correct. So I wanna mosey on along down the line, and Sherry-Ann, I have the opportunity to allow you to talk now. So please. Hello, did I unmute you? Yes, Sherry-Ann. Hello, testing. All right, while that's coming together, I don't know why we're having problems. I want to swing it across to another young lady that has been beaming and shining every time she has the opportunity to host. I want to see the next appointed time she moved from hosting to presenting, because she can present with her eyes closed. I could tell you this. Some know her as JJ. I like to call her Janelle. Ms. Janelle Joseph, are you there?
I am, King. I am.
Excellent. Tell the people that you were stush and you ain't thing and you ain't, but the education humble though. Tell them.
You know, as you were doing your recap, I just went back to in the early months when you used to tell me, increase my belief. And I would get annoyed by that. And as Muriel said just now, one of the things that built belief was international exposure. When you're here in Trinidad and it's just your small community of people and your small community of doubters, it's very hard. But when you leave these shores and see what is happening all around the world, and the fact that you don't have to fight up to change your money, you can spend your crypto, your OneCoin in all the countries we visited, that was mind-blowing. That's when you know that this ain't no fly-by-night thing. This is amazing. This is the future. And again, I mean, I have to echo Muriel. I don't have degrees like at the moment. I just have 1 degree. But I have always been a person interested in finance, making money, developing myself. And the information that you learn just on the first level of One Academy, fractional reserve banking, I am still blown away by how they use that to corrupt a system. Quantitative easing. I mean, it raised up my angst and anger against the banking system. You know, I really wish I did not have to use them because it's robbery. But understanding is a powerful thing. Knowledge is power, but applied knowledge is even more powerful. And that is what this company has done for me. It has opened my eyes and give me the opportunity to make choices that I would not have had the opportunity to before. So I am here to stay. I'm here for the long haul, and we are going to do it one way or the other. Who want to come along, come along. Who don't want to come, we'll smile and wave while we do it. But we're doing it.
Talk now. I all the time I was over there talking. I have all
Hello,
kind of things.
guys, a
I
minute.
think, no, not you. I'm enjoying your minute. I'm enjoying it. But I'm saying I'm over there talking and going back and forth with you. I only realize I'm mute now. Unbelievable. But Janelle, thank you so much for sharing your 2 coins according to Muriel.
Right?
But it's true. It is true. For me, I'm just excited by this opportunity, and I'm excited by the learning. I won't say I'm riled up and I'm upset at the banking sector. I just understand who they are.